I know that that's somebody's daughter. But nights like this don't happen all the time. The way that this is going, it just feels so right. Baby, let's get focused. Let's enjoy the moment. And I'll be going on and on and on, and I can't deny.
The room was electric. A hush fell as the lights dimmed, and a single spotlight illuminated the man everyone had come to see, Justin Bieber. For 20 minutes, he stood center stage, pouring his soul into every note, every lyric, every breath. He sang about disguises, jealousy, pain, and so much more. What unfolded was not just a performance, but a glimpse into the heart of a global superstar who has lived, loved, and lost in the public eye. If you ever wonder what it feels like to bare your soul to millions, Bieber's set gave an unfiltered, unforgettable answer. From the very first note, it was clear that this wasn't going to be a typical pop concert. There were no elaborate dance routines or pyrotechnics, just Justin, the mic, and a piano. The audience leaned in, caught up in the raw emotion of the moment. Bieber's voice, often polished in the studio, was now exposed, every crack and tremor telling its own story. He started with a song about disguises, the masks we all wear to hide our true selves. For Bieber, who shot to fame as a teenager, disguises have been both a shield and a prison. The lyrics spoke of hiding pain behind a smile, of playing a role for cameras and fans, and of the exhaustion that comes from never letting your guard down. It was a universal message, but coming from someone whose every move has been scrutinized, it hit home in a way few could replicate. As the set continued, the theme shifted to jealousy, not just romantic jealousy, but the envy that can eat away at even the most secure soul. Bieber's honesty was disarming. He sang about seeing someone he loves grow close to others, about the insecurity that creeps in when you feel you're not enough. In a world obsessed with perfection, his willingness to admit his flaws was refreshing. Fans have watched Bieber's relationships play out in the tabloids for years. From high-profile romances to rumored breakups, every detail has been dissected online. But on stage, Bieber wasn't talking about headlines or gossip. He was talking about real human emotions. The jealousy he described wasn't petty or dramatic. It was raw, painful, and deeply relatable. Perhaps the most powerful moment of the night came when Bieber sang about pain. The room seemed to shrink as he recounted moments of heartbreak, disappointment, and regret. His voice quivered as he described the loneliness that can follow success, the ache of losing friends and loved ones, and the emptiness that fame can't fill. For many in the audience, Bieber's openness was a revelation. Here was a man who had seemingly everything: wealth, fame, adoration, admitting that he still struggled with the same pains that haunt us all. The message was clear: pain doesn't discriminate. No matter who you are, life will find ways to break your heart. But Bieber didn't leave his audience in the darkness. As the set drew to a close, the tone shifted. He sang about healing, about finding hope after heartbreak, and about the power of forgiveness, both for others and for oneself. It was a message of redemption, a reminder that even the deepest wounds can heal with time and effort. He spoke candidly between songs, sharing stories of his own journey through therapy, faith, and self-discovery. He acknowledged his mistakes, but also celebrated his growth. It was a masterclass in vulnerability, and the crowd responded with thunderous applause. In a culture that often prizes image over substance, Bieber's performance was a breath of fresh air. He reminded everyone that behind the carefully curated Instagram feeds and glossy magazine covers, there are real people with real struggles. His willingness to show his scars invited others to do the same. But the impact of the night went beyond Bieber himself. For many in the audience, his words and music provided a sense of connection and understanding. They left feeling seen, heard, and a little less alone in their own battles. It's easy to forget how young Bieber was when he first burst onto the scene. Discovered on YouTube at just 13, he quickly became one of the most recognizable faces in the world. The pressures of early fame took their toll, leading to well-documented struggles with mental health, substance abuse, and relationships. But in recent years, Bieber has undergone a remarkable transformation. He's spoken openly about his journey to sobriety, his faith, and a commitment to personal growth. Through it all, music has remained his anchor, a way to process his emotions, connect with fans, and give back to the world. This 20-minute set was a testament to that evolution. Gone was the boyish pop star baby and one less lonely girl. In his place stood a man who had faced his demons and emerged stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Bieber's set was a reminder of the unique power of music to heal and unite. In just 20 minutes, he managed to take his audience on an emotional journey, one that many will remember for years to come. There were tears, of course, but also laughter and moments of pure joy. In an age of digital distraction, live music offers something rare and precious, real human connection. Bieber's willingness to be vulnerable on stage created a safe space for others to feel and express their own emotions. For those struggling with their own disguises, jealousy, or pain, his music offered hope and comfort. As the lights came up and the applause died down, one question lingered. What's next for Justin Bieber? If this performance is any indication, the future looks bright. Bieber seems determined to use his platform for good, inspiring others to embrace their own struggles and seek help when needed. He's also hinted at new music on the horizon, songs that promise to dive even deeper into themes of love, loss, and redemption. For fans, the prospect of more honest, heartfelt music is something to celebrate. But perhaps the most important lesson from Bieber's set is a reminder that growth is possible for everyone. No matter where you start or how many mistakes you make along the way, it's never too late to change, heal, and start again. Justin Bieber's 20-minute serenade was more than just a concert. It was a cathartic, communal experience. Through his songs about disguises, jealousy, pain, and healing, he invited everyone present to confront their own emotions and find strength in vulnerability. In the end, the true magic of the night wasn't the music itself, but in the connection it fostered. For a brief, shining moment, everyone in the room was united by a shared sense of humanity. And as they left the venue, the echoes of Bieber's voice lingered, a reminder that we are all, in our own way, searching for understanding, acceptance, and love. The journey continues, both for Bieber and his fans. But thanks to nights like this, none of us have to walk it alone.